I look just cute today. It's a nice day to wear a flannel, I think. Styling the flannel.
Do it, but I'm only human, and I bleed when I fall down. I'm only human.
Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So, obviously by the title of this video, you've already sort of figured out what I'm going to be talking about. I wasn't originally planning on doing this, but I've been watching a lot of YouTubers lately, and it seems like something that they do, and I don't know, it just My favorite YouTuber is Ash Hardell. She's amazing. Her cats are super cute, and her dogs. All of her animals are super cute. But you should go check her out. And I've been watching a lot of her video. I've been binge watching her videos lately, and that's probably what inspired me to do this video, I would have to say. But I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to go. I didn't write a script, and it's just a freelance video. Guess I'm just gonna start from the beginning. So when I was younger, I'm the middle child, so I have an older sister and a younger sister, and they're both girly girls, and they both like dressing up, and I grew up with daddy's girl, wearing boy clothes, boy hats. I almost always had short hair, and if I didn't have short hair, I had super long hair, and it was always tied up in a ponytail. I didn't do anything with it. So I always cut my hair. My dad wasn't particularly a fan of my short hair. He grew up in a house where it's girls have long hair, boys have short hair. You're a girl, you're a boy type thing. But my mom was like, yeah, go for it, whatever. I mean, she had her 2 girls, but I grew up playing with cars. I still have my collection of Hot Wheels, actually. And I just grew up playing with that, and I grew up playing with trucks and cars and guns, and was the boy of the family. I always got told, you were this meant to be boy. And I always felt proud of that. Which is probably why I'm like I am today. But it was sort of when I was younger, I would be sitting with my older sister and my mom, and they'd start be talking oh, isn't that guy so cute? And isn't, he's so built, and he's so hot, and he's just, and I would just sit there, and I'd be I'll just sit here and eat my chips. I didn't contribute to those conversations, but I would always find myself complimenting girls and being oh my god, your hair's so pretty, and I always found girls hot and cute, and I couldn't comprehend in my younger self brain how I couldn't find guys cute, but my sister was oh my god, he's so nice, and I'm just nah. I like the girlfriend more than the boyfriend. So I always grew up like that, but I also grew up in a society and a family that was very enclosed about the LGBT plus community, and like they would see like lesbians and gay people on the TV or whatever and be like, oh my god, that's so wrong. So like, but my mom would always be like hitting my dad and be like, no, like it's just a part of society now. So like I always grew up in like that morality of that's wrong. So it always suppressed my feelings. And I always tried to hide who I was. But I found myself in a situation, it was like 3 months ago now. I found myself in a situation where I was talking to this girl. It wasn't like, we didn't become a relationship or anything. We were just talking, and she asked me, she was like, are you into girls or guys? And I was like, well, I think I'm bisexual. She was like, well, like, did you talk to your parents at all about it? And I was like, no, like, I was always scared about that, so I never really did. But then eventually I remember I was sitting in my bed over there, and I was texting my mom, and I was like, hey mom, like, are you against gays and like just people like that? And she was like, no hon, I'm not, like, I don't have anything against them. And then she asked me why, and I was like, well, I think I'm bi. And right away I got a phone call from her, and I got reassured that it was okay. And then what was funny was a little bit later, a few days later, I still haven't told my dad. I live with my dad here, and my mom lives like an hour away from me. And I get a call from my mom, and she was like, so how's it going? Did you tell your dad yet? And just things like that. And then I was like, no. And I was like, are you mad? And she's like, no, actually, I was expecting it. She's like, she had told me, I knew from ever since you were young that you were gay or bisexual, just because of the way you acted. And I kind of see it now that I'm older. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. I see it in my younger self as well. And then a few days after that is when I finally decided to tell my dad. So we were sitting in the truck on our way into town. We live like 15 minutes out of town. And we were in the truck, and it was very quiet. It was like early in the morning. We had to get to work, whatever. I looked at him. I was like, Dad, I have to ask you something. He just sort of like, okay, whatever, go ahead. I was like, are you against gays and the members of the LGBT plus? And he sort of just looked at me, and he was like, well, it's a touchy subject. Why? And that just made me scared, but I was like, if I don't do it now, I'll never do it. And I don't want to hide in fear for the rest of my life now that I knew that this is who I was. And I was like, well, Dad, I've been feeling this way for a while, and I am bisexual. He just sort of like looked at me in the passenger seat, and then looked back at me, and I looked back at the road, and he was like, that's alright. I'll love you no matter what. And that was really reassuring. And I'm really happy that he did that. Because it really reassured me, and it made me feel like he would never kick me out of the house for being who I was. So after that was how I came out to my parents. And my dad's really like, you don't have to like tell everyone who you are. If you know who you are, like, just let other people be. And I'm like that too. Like, if you don't like me, I don't care. But what had happened was, I didn't want it to be a surprise if I ever got into a relationship with a girl, and I didn't want it to be like, if I posted a picture of us kissing on Facebook, or anything like that. I didn't want it to become a surprise to everyone on my Facebook feed, so like my family and my friends and all that. So I had posted a post, a long text, and it basically just said, I am bisexual. Just because I am doesn't mean you have to change the way you look at me, the way you think of me, the way you act around me. It doesn't change anything about me. It just changes who I love. And in the end, love is love. And that was basically the moral of the post. And everyone was agreeing. And it was actually quite funny because half of my family members posted in the comments. They were like, oh yeah, we already knew. We were just waiting for you to come to terms with it. Like, I was expecting more like, are you sure this is who you are? Like, you can't be, like, you're just a teen. And I'm 16, and I came out a few months ago, so I was still 16. So I was expecting that type of response, but they all just said, yeah, we know. So now I live in a society where I'm out, and a family where I'm out, and they understand me. So if I have a girlfriend, I can be out about it, which I don't because I'm a very antisocial human. But after that, I started being involved more in the LGBT plus community, and I started learning about all these different things, non-binary, gender queer, gender fluid, gender everything, like all, whatever you name it, gay, lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, like asexual, whatever. And I did my research and I found gender fluid, and I found out that it's one day you feel like you want to be a girl, some days you want to feel like you want to be a boy, some days you feel like you don't want to be anything, you just want to be who you are. And I'm still questioning. I'm not 100% sure, and I haven't really told anyone about this yet, so this is just, whoever watches this video, I don't know about it. But I believe I am gender fluid, because some days I feel like I don't want to be a female. I don't want to be, like, associated with all of those things, and I want to just be male. And then other days, like, I'm just like, yeah, I'll wear short shorts, and I'll, like, wear a bikini top or whatever. And then other days I'm just like, I'm just me. Which is also why I wanted to change my name. I'm not probably going to change my name in the near future. My name is Caitlin. I grew up with that name. That is a name that my parents gave me, but I prefer Casey, because Casey can go both ways. It could go for male or female. So and it's also my initials, KC, like K and C is my initials, but I would spell it like my YouTube page, which is Casey Dream. So that is my coming out story. I have been happier since then. I have been more involved with family activities, and I have been more outgoing since then, because I don't feel like I have to hide myself. So I just feel like I'm happier now that I came out. And I know this might make for a long video, and I know I don't have that many subscribers or followers on Instagram or anything, but I felt like I needed to make this video just to, like, come out, I guess. I'm not sure. But anyways, moral of this video, I am now out. I am bisexual, but I know some people don't like putting labels or percentages on bisexuality, but I am not one of those people. So I say I'm like 90% gay and like 10% straight. I'm more into girls than guys, but I'm still bisexual, because if the right guy comes along, maybe I might just get into a relationship with them, but I'm not sure, because I'm still confused. Very, very, very confused. Anyways, so a little recap of this channel as well at for the end of this video. I post music, I post personal videos, I post funny videos. Well, I try anyways. Please tell your friends about me to get my subscribers up. I have 19. My goal is 25 or 30, please. That would mean the world to me. Also, go follow my Instagram. I have an Instagram. It's KCDream_. Also, go check out Ash Hardell. She is an amazing YouTuber. Super cute cats, and her wife are just super cute. Sorry, I don't know if it's like... Ash is just awesome. So, go check her out. And I think I said everything that I needed to say. Oh yeah, notice the rainbow in the back? Some awesome gay things right there. Also, I just ordered my first binder online. I'm excited for it to come in. I hope it fits. I wasn't sure what size to get. But I'm just super excited for it to come in. It should be coming in soon. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I will probably be answering them. Or message me on Instagram and I will answer them. I have ideas for my next video. Stay tuned. My next video is going to be my first Pride Parade. Exciting, right? It was an interesting event where quite a few interesting things happened. And stay tuned, I'm also working on a music video for Drink a Beer by Luke Bryan. I know it's not my song, obviously it's Luke Bryan's, but I'm making a music video because that song does touch a very specific part in my life. That song is just so meaningful, and if I had to choose one of the most meaningful songs in my life, it would probably be that one. I will explain that when the video comes out, but anyways, see you for now. This dream girl is out.